Hello Pisces, thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main read, I'm using the Spellcaster's Tarot, if you can see the whole thing there, by Melanie Marquise, illustrated by Scott Murphy. I might have said Melanie's last name wrong, so there it is on there in case you want to see it. Just a new deck I got, getting some good results with it, so I'm going with it. And the supportive cards are the Magical Unicorn cards by Doreen Virtue, I'm assuming. Yeah. Old. Had it for a while. Well, not old, but you know. Had it for a while. And I just wanted to switch it up. So, I'm getting a lot of, well, the way I read, I always read based on what I'm getting from a card. Oh, that's right down there. Look at that. This goes all the way up and down. I'm getting like there's a weird thing going on around you. So I was going to blabble on about something, but something's going on around you that seems to be affecting you, but I'm thinking it's removed from you far enough that you're not aware of what's going on. This is all face down. So, Pisces, where are we going? You're coming into this with the Page of Cups and the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess in this deck is a little different with the mask on her face, and I swear it looks very much like a balloon to me. I don't think it's supposed to, but it looks like it looks like her face is a balloon, and she's wearing like chemical resistant gloves. It's really a strange thing. I feel like when I'm looking at these two together, especially the way these are put, because this is the two. No, that's the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups with the High Priestess, I feel like you're very much taking a very careful look at things, and how you're moving forward is definitely because you're very passionate about something. But this High Priestess makes me feel like it's a very mature outlook, a very responsible outlook, but very careful. Like not getting yourself into something publicly, but paying attention to it behind the scenes. Especially with this High Priestess, there she is. She seems very anonymous with that black face going on there, because there's no features. So I'm feeling it's very much like an anonymous, careful look at things, and trying. But you're very passionate about it. You're also having a good time. I feel like you're coming off as a very joyful person. Things are going well. Now you don't know what's going on around you. I feel like you have no clue what's really going on. What is going on? Now, you got three cards here. Queen of Cups, is it? Yes. The Queen of Cups in this deck is she's very introspective. She has her hand over the cup, which means she's not sure if she's going to share how she feels, which with this being face down, I feel like you have no idea that this is going on. Family culture, so if it's not somebody in your family, it's literally a very close friend, somebody who means a lot to you. And the last one here is you'll know in the morning. So I feel like this isn't something this person's going to keep secret for long. But I feel like you're almost being evaluated in a sense. Like someone is trying to see what you really feel, what you really think. This is somebody who's very emotionally invested. But very careful to share how she feels. I almost feel like there's a reason for this. Because like she's trying to make it... And I'm saying she, but with the general reads, don't get caught up in the gender just because I'm saying she. It could be a male. This person is definitely being very careful because they don't want to show favoritism. And I feel like they're worried that they may question their own motives if they do have favoritism towards you. So they have favoritism towards you, or they're concerned that they may be showing favoritism towards you, or they may be just like on autopilot and just naturally show you favoritism. There's with the Pisces, Queen of Cups, Page of Cups going on here, I feel like this is somebody who feels like they look out for you and that they naturally just side with you. And they're trying to be more aware of that. It's almost like I feel like it might have bit him in the butt in the past. Male or female, whoever this person is. And this person is very much watching what they're doing, even though you're being also very careful and trying to stay out of things. I feel like this person seems to be aware more about how you work. It may seem more anonymous to you, but they feel like they see through that. Okay. So whatever you're getting involved in here, this is only the first piece. It seems complicated, whatever you're dealing with. Your heart's in it, but you're being very careful. And somebody is paying attention. You're just not aware of who's paying attention and why. Because it seems like they're going to move in your effort. Move in your favor. Move in your effort. Why are we saying it that way? Move in your effort. Take a move in your effort. I feel like you're getting help. And it's almost like you're doing something, almost like if you're going on a picnic and then this person just shows up with a pie. Is that what we're saying? Okay, so it's like you're not expecting them or asking them, or they're not really offering help, they're just like helping. It's just happening. Okay, so I think that's why they're moving in your effort. So in other words, they're already involved. They're not, I don't know, you're in the same line. I don't feel like it's your objective, I feel like it's the same objective. I don't know, because I don't feel like you have a goal here. You're just helping. So isn't this other person. They're helping with what you're doing. Seems to be going, but they're very cautious about the favoritism thing. Favoritism keeps coming back. Like there's something I need to touch on that. Like it's almost like somebody gets upset, or a couple people say that you just do anything that so-and-so wants you to do, or you just always favor baby or whatever, or, pick up the pieces for blah, blah, blah. I don't feel like that's fair. I feel like this person just agrees with you and is on the same page, and I feel like you just have like a same rhythm going on here. You're in agreement, so you both kind of work in the same direction. But there is a very close bond there, and I feel like they even question, like, is it favoritism or just that you're both thinking the same way? Because they're like, I'm not going against like if you weren't a part of it, they'd still do the same thing. Okay, this seems to be an issue. I feel like this is an issue behind the scenes, or you may have seen this play out before, where whoever this person is trying to be very careful. There's been an issue, like a rivalry, a jealousy, or something before, where they're having a lot of anxiety. They don't want to replay whatever it was again. Okay, now, you're putting forth all this effort. Now, is this the overall, or no, this is this point. You're coming to this point where you're putting in all this effort, and it's just not seeming like things are lining up correctly. And it's almost like people are leaving you in the lurch. Even though this one person is definitely going towards your effort, which I don't know why we have to say it that way, but we do. You're feeling kind of lost and left and abandoned. Things aren't lining up. People just seem to be dropping it over on your hands to do this next piece. What is going on here? Because this seems interesting, because I don't feel like anybody's actually abandoning you, but you're feeling like you're having to do this all on your own, and people are putting all this stress on you. Like people are just leaving all the responsibility with you. It's kind of what I'm seeing here. But things aren't lining up the way you want them to. It's just not going the way you expected. And I feel like you're the one who has to go out there and keep things going. You have to keep it moving forward. Now, this other person, whoever this person is around you, they do step in and help you out. But they're trying to get the situation to finish. They're thinking it's time to move on from this situation, whatever you're doing. I feel like that's another reason you're not happy. Because you want to keep it going, they're trying to get you to let it go. Even though they're helping to your effort. They are helping you, but it seems like they're thinking this should be enough. We'll do this, but then we need to let it go. I don't feel like you want to, though. Now, how is this adding up? Because you're being very careful. This is something you're passionate about. You don't want to let it go. This person around you, who is definitely being very careful about how they feel and being careful not to show favoritism, they're feeling something needs to come to an end here. But it's time. Like, things have come to fruition. And I don't feel like you want that. But they're pushing towards you, like, you should stop this now. Like, this should be the final one. We've done this. Whatever this is you're doing, they're trying to get you to walk away from it. Like, this is the final piece of it. Let's just end it here. You're not on that. You're not on that train. You're not there. You want to keep going. And I feel like you are. You got the Magician here. You're continuing on. You're making this continue. Whatever the situation is, this person around you that you're not seeing, they're trying to get you to step away from something. They're trying to get you to stop or change direction, and you don't want to. And this is why you're feeling this Nine of Swords, because you're not feeling the support. And I feel like it bothers you that this person isn't going the same direction. They're helping, but they're saying, all right, we need to, like, this is the final one. We should let it go after this. You're not on board with that. And they're simplifying, like, how they help in the future. I feel like this is becoming less of, whatever the situation is, this other person is less involved. And I feel like one of the reasons they're becoming less involved is because they seem to be accused, in a sense, of favoritism in some sense. I really feel like that's what the problem is. That's one of the reasons they want you to stop doing this, because they don't think I feel like they don't really have the assurance that you can do this on your own and be happy. So they're trying to get you to let go, so that way it's not an issue anymore. But you don't want to, and you have no interest in. But the other side, who's the person who's watching over here, they're simplifying how they're involved. I don't feel like they're not involved. They're just simplifying. Like, if this person showed up with a pie this time for your picnic, I feel like they would just maybe donate some money instead, or just kind of like buy a pie and bring it instead of making the pie. They're simplifying how much effort they put into it. Because it seems like other people are giving them guff. Like they're favoring you. It seems like it keeps coming back that somebody's accused of favoring you, and it's just other people are saying it's not fair. Now, as we're going forward here, your end result is the Two of Swords with the Ten of Cups right behind it. Two of Swords in this deck, the way this woman looks, she's not afraid of the wolf behind her. She's not. She's got two swords, and she feels like if she needs to, she knows how to use them. And I feel like she's more looking at the wolf as a friend rather than a foe. The wolf doesn't look at all aggressive in this either, the way I'm looking at it right now. And she's got help out there when she needs it. She's not backing down. I feel like this is a person that's not backing down. Now, I'm very cautious not to like put traditional meanings with cards, because it usually messes up the message coming across. So that's what I'm just going with what I'm seeing off this card, because this is how it feels for me. She's not daunted, and she's decided to go forward, and you've got the Ten of Cups, which is a great card. That's a good, happy, things working out. Like, I feel like right above this you have believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. This is your outcome. This is how it looks. There's nothing on the other side. There's nothing socially, but basically you got her here with, when you believe in yourself, you move into the Ten of Cups. So whatever this situation is that you seem to be more independent with, you're becoming more independent with it. The whole point is you're taking control of it. You're getting more control on your own. I feel like by things changing the way they are, it's a little, I don't feel like you like the part where it seems like the other person doesn't believe, or whoever it is doesn't seem to believe that you can do it on your own. But you move more into the power of doing it on your own. And when you do that, you have more control, more ownership of it, and it seems to be more to your liking. So I feel like there's a bump here where you're worried because this person who really does actually support you is trying to get you to end this situation and move away from it. So it's a bothersome thing, because like I feel like it bothers you that you feel like this person doesn't believe in you, is how he seems to take it. But as this person simplifies how they're involved, it kind of pulls back. You take control, the magician, and you get ownership of this situation, and you rebuild it the way you want it. I don't even know if it's a rebuild, to be fair. I feel like it's just reclaiming ownership. It's almost like a house cleaning in a sense, a spring cleaning, if you will. The other person's energy is great, but when they step back, you basically have to reevaluate and look at everything and see how you're going to do it yourself, and you modify as necessary, and you move on, and it seems like you're happier going forward. The Ten of Cups, which I don't think you were expecting, because it seems like it's more in your court and it's more under your control, and you're happy with how it's going. So it does end well. I feel like the whole thing is that this person that you're not aware of, that they're doing, because when it starts off, you're not seeing it at all. They seem to be evaluating how they're going to handle this, and there's a strong, if it's not a family member, it's a very close friend. They're evaluating how they're going to be involved with this situation going forward, but you don't see it. And it seems like somebody's pushing towards them that they favor you. And it seems to be a problem. And I feel like that's a big piece on why this is all happening. This is why they kind of want you to walk away from it, because they don't feel like you can do it as well without them, and they can't be involved anymore because they're getting accused of this favoritism. So they're trying to pull back, and they do pull back. And you're okay with that, but you take control. You take the reins from there, and then you move it forward. Like you take the reins from there, but you take a minute to evaluate how you're going to do this. And once you make that first step forward, it's a lot easier than you expected. Okay, I think that's going to do it for this read. Of course, if you'd like a direct read from me, go ahead and shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.